for more fun conversation. Because to start off, Julian and I need to head to fun little private DM.
Oh shit! Nice.
Secret talk.
All right, we can do that.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Oh god, I have this right now.
You could've-
I have.
Could have done that while Slime was doing his inventory.
Hey DM, what up? What happened? What did I mess up?
So last time we left off, and you were inside the freshman house of Miriam, and you were talking.
Yeah, I think Yodel just showed up
Yeah.
from doing his dryad stuff.
And speaking of dryad stuff, when you drift
shit.
off to sleep, you have a dream.
It's been a while.
It has.
Oh,
You're standing
cool.
in the snowy courtyard, and in front of you is the familiar form of the Blossom Lady.
I just look around and scratch my head.
It's snowing currently, and you see that the Blossom Woman looks a little bit different than you kind of remember her looking like. You see the leaves that sort of make up her form are sort of like, they look like they're folding in, and like they look like crisp.
Oh.
And it's almost like the color, like the pink is sort of draining from her. She looks a little bit more just like white than pink at the moment.
I'll walk over and sit down, I guess. I mean, doesn't suspect anything overly terrible going on, so I'll just smile up at her.
She kind of stands in front of you on the bench. She says, "It's been 4 months
Oh god, has
since you arrived here."
Oh, since I arrived at... Okay. I was gonna say 4 months since we last met, Jesus.
She says, "I hope you're ready." She says, "No matter what happens, win or lose, this is your last month at this school."
Smile definitely fades.
She says, "I hope you and your friends are strong enough."
He'll nod slowly. I'll look
She
back
says-
at the clock. See if it's
Yeah, the clock.
moving or anything.
You see the clock is sort of ticking, sort of in the 1150s. It's kind of nearing towards midnight. She says, "This month, it all comes together. And this month it ends. If there's anything you need to do it now."
He'll nod, slowly turning back at her. What happens to the school after this month? Does it stay
She
here,
says-
or do I just leave? Win or lose?
She says, "The winter is when he's strongest. You have to stop him, or everyone will die."
Well, if those are the stakes, then I guess I should lose.
She kind of has like a soft chuckle, and she puts her hand on your cheek, and she says, "Good luck, Julian."
I don't need luck. I'm a wizard.
She smiles, and then like that, the dream ends.
From me.
Stole your soul.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, hey.
Alright, we're back!
We're back! Yodel's in the bar.
Yeah, I said I was going to sleep in the bath.
Even fit?
I don't know. Michael, do I fit in the bathtub?
Long ways, yes. Definitely not sort of widthwise. Your shell just has your legs kind of just suspended.
Just like
Wait.
suspended by a shell in the bathtub. casually having a nap.
I've always been curious, if Maldor goes prone, can he not get up because he's a turtle?
But yeah, the one he goes prone, the one time he did go prone on his back, I made it that he couldn't get up because his arms in that the underside. So
that has to be part of the.
It's not part of the total things, but I did try and get you guys to help me up, and no one could, so I used the hand thing.
Of course no one
Push me
can
off my
help
back.
you up. You weigh like fucking
Fuck you!
450. I'm
You guys
negative
are
1
fucking
strength.
weak! You're weak!
I'm 14 or 15. I don't
Someone
know.
pushes me on my back, I'm fucked!
We're in age!
Yeah, we are small boys.
If someone gets me on my back, I am screwed. Unless I transform into an animal or use magic. The one way to defeat Yodel.
Yeah, if we have to keep Yertle out of something, we just push him on his back.
Yeah, so what's happened? Is it like the next day or what do we...
Yeah, it's the next morning. Alessia and Dante were just kind of chilling out in her cabin in the woods.
Huh.
Dante woke up murdered, don't tell him.
Dante's dead. Yeah, there's a knife sticking out of his belly.
No, he's just drained of blood because Elysian needed more blood.
Yurtle's passed out in the bathtub, and you see Miriam is currently reading.
Classic.
Oh, that's our Miriam.
I don't know, I get up. I'm gonna pocket that boogie bomb because it's just sitting there. Free loot.
Oh yeah, go ahead and add it.
What if we just let that Bimmy bomb... I was going to say Bimmy bombs. that boogie bomb there for the rest of the game.
I'm kind of gonna look around sussly and see that like Miriam's the only person in here. I'm not sure if she.
You remember most people were at the old party at the senior house.
Oh yeah, we're probably wasted.
Wait, is that going on? Wait, is that still going on?
Probably.
You have no idea.
Elliot's party, man. Of course, it's still going on.
Well, hell, I'll totally go fucking check.
Partying since he got here. I'm going to just kind of stuff my hands in my pockets and head out. Pet rock.
Once Yodel wakes up, he's probably going to scream for help since he'll probably be stuck in the bathtub. Regret napping there.
How much nap can a yodel take?
Whatever we're gonna go in there while he's sleeping, it's just gonna be broken.
Just the day he finally escapes the bathtub, it's just like crumbled. Just not like take a bath.
You get like a penalty if you go from the bath to running outside into the snow. Like, you know, when you get out of the shower and when the cold wind hits you, you just crumple like a hot potato. Don't know how hot potato crumples, but
I'm going to start using that
Apparently
today.
it does.
Yeah, so...
Okay, so Alessia,
Yeah.
you walk to the senior house and you start to hear music as you kind of walk up.
oh no.
Still fucking going.
No, I gotta be cool. I gotta come here on my bike. You know, as any good teenager does at this time of year.
Yeah, just on the cobblestone road. Just kind of shooting out snow behind you, just gonna drive up on the old motorcycle.
Oh, my glorious bike.
This is this like military bike over here. Oh, yours was like a bright red one.
I don't know. It's changed colors. It's changed a lot.
Oh, a big Santana.
So there's still music going on.
There's still
fuck.
music, and you see the doors kind of half open.
Okay, I'll just leave my bike at the door and.
Do you like lean it against the pillar?
It's got a kickstand, but yeah, sure.
Okay.
Oh no, if Alazia left that out for some reason, there was no way to prop the bike up.
I
Just
mean,
always stood up.
kickstands aren't really that good in snow.
Yeah, it's better than nothing,
And
though.
soft dirt. You just sink.
So I'll just open the door. And,
Alright. You waltz in, you see, immediately you see Bob just, like, passed out with his arms, like, over the bar, just, like, on his knees. You see Varian is asleep on the pool table. You see Todd is one of the only people who seems to be awake. He's, like, just looking at the alcohol, just kind of stored in the shelves. And you see Elliot passed out with his arm around, Murgo and some other half-orc guy.
Well, nothing's going on at our place. Fuck, I gotta go join Todd.
Oh god, why would you?
Well, because I just want to grab a bottle.
I guess
just a random.
You did go on the
a
boys'
random
adventure a
bottle.
while ago.
You need to grab a bottle and smash it over his head.
Jesus. There's a lot of
What?
purple background in this place.
Yeah, there is. Purple's very themed.
Oh yeah, there's
Oh,
a
I
lot
see.
of purple going on.
I see that door. I see the open door up there. I'm really fucking curious in it, but I don't want. I'm not going to.
Do
Never
it.
expect the cracked open doors.
Oh, I forgot that door was cracked open. Yeah, you can totally go in there.
No, I'm just gonna grab a bottle, like, completely ignoring Todd. Oh, hi.
Todd smiles and waves as you come up. You just kind of don't interact.
I guess. While I wait for everyone to wake up, I'm gonna go play Dance Dance Revolution.
Oof.
Because I'm guessing that's what this is in the fucking corner.
Yeah, you just go over there. It's called Stomp Stomp Revolution. You get on. You see that every single score on there is Elliot's, and they're all really bad.
Oh no.
What do I gotta roll?
Performance, definitely.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely not bad.
My god, you got mad performance.
Better than Elliot.
Okay.
You think that Elliot's probably a very good dancer, at least if the Christmas party is any evidence, but you think he only plays this game when he's very, very drunk.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure my score is going to start to diminish the longer I play it, because didn't grab a bottle just to hold a bottle.
Can't
What did you grab?
Oh, just whatever. I just grabbed one bottle. I don't know what the fuck.
So you just grab some like fucking rum and just start chugging it.
Gonna regret that.
Alicia regrets a lot of things in life. What's one more thing? That's all I'm gonna do since nothing else really going on.
The rule is as long as you don't drink alone, you're not alcoholic. If there's someone else
Really?
with you, you're not an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Misery loves
Wait.
company.
If you ever drink anything alone, you're an alcoholic.
Damn it! I see how this is. Goodbye, guys.
Yeah.
Well, Todd's awake, so I guess I'm not an alcoholic.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, Todd's actually useful for once.
To diminish your status as an alcoholic.
Julian, you said you were going out somewhere.
Yeah, I'll get up and kind of walk to the door, just cracking it open a bit, feeling the cold air slap my edgy features. Kind of just look around at the empty house and just, Miriam, I'm going to the place with the books.
She
Do
doesn't
you
say anything.
want anything?
She seems very invested in what she's reading. You see, she pulls out like a bunch of paper and starts like scribbling stuff down from the book.
I click my finger, like
Ready.
pointing over her direction, like right on. I'll
Alright.
see you later.
Help! Help! I'm stuck! Help!
You hear Yertle's voice coming from the bathroom.
Okay. Sigh, kind of closing the door in front of me. 1,000 images racing through his mind as he approaches the door. Yodel? Is that you?
I am stuck.
Okay,
On the
where?
bathtub.
Where? Okay, the bathtub.
I am fully clothed. Someone put me here, or I fell asleep here. I don't remember.
You see
People
Ural just
can't
flailing his arms and
move
legs around,
you.
just like his shell perfectly stuck in the bathtub.
You want me to go get help, or...?
Any good ideas on how to escape?
Destroy the bathtub? I don't know, I can't lift you. That's not happening.
Wait. What do you think would happen if I transformed?
I don't know, you're the one that can transform. What do you think will
I
happen?
didn't think of that. I don't know.
My guess is you'll transform.
Actually, I should transform. Do you want a pet snake temporarily?
No.
Lizard.
A winged pet snake?
No.
Griffin.
Get out of here.
Pet. Badger, I guess?
I don't want any pets. I want to go to the library.
I can help you with the library. What do you want to
Sadly
look
can't
for?
help you.
You could.
I can't. Like what? You want some motivation? Yeah, you can do it, Yodel. Get out of that bathtub.
Go get a bar of butter.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do here. Help me. Try lift me. Try pull me
I
out, please.
flipendo the side of the bathtub. I shoot it.
Alright.
Hopefully, it is like a ceramic one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it'll work too well on a metal one. Just dent into him.
The bathtub shatters.
Ha! Free! Lord and Savior Julian!
Now, can you at least stand up, or do I?
There goes our fucking bathtub.
Am I on my shell when the bathtub breaks, or do I flip onto my, like, front?
No, your ass just like falls right under the ground. Ah, the floor moves.
It broke the floor. I'm still stuck.
Hmm.
Oh. Help. Try rock me.
Rock you
Yeah.
like a hurricane.
Momentum. Don't spin. Rock.
Oh my god! I attempt
Please?
to rock him.
I try help so I can flip onto.
Alright,
My
Julian, make
belly's
a dexterity
down.
check. Yurtle, make a strength check.
I kickflip you like a
Okay.
skateboard.
Yeah, you have no problem. You rock him back and forth, and Yurtle just hops back up to his feet.
Oh hell yeah! You're definitely Lord and Savior. I'll find a way to repair the bathtub later.
That's fine.
No one uses it anyways.
People won't be using it for long. I tuck my
So-
wand back in my cloak.
What did you need at the library?
Books, I guess.
Fair enough. Let's go.
Give a thumbs up. Let's see if Miriam is still deep in her thought.
At that point, she would actually kind of look up and give you, just return your look.
Am I like bottom of my pants covered in water?
Yeah.
It's like water's like spilling out of the fucking bathroom.
Yeah, the faucet, like, pops and explodes.
Oh god. Oh no way.
God damn it, DM.
Out of one word I said, this spewed forth. Yeah.
There's this. Is my dad just out the front revving his fucking engine?
Maybe. By the sounds of it.
What's
I
going
bet
on?
sit there.
Probably. I kind of walk over to Miriam. Just kind of glancing over her shoulder at what she's kind of looking at.
You see she's reading the Arcanad book. And as she's doing that, go and make a Arcana check. You think she's like trying to make a spell as you kind of look down at like her notes and like what she's scribbling.
Kind of just gesture softly. What you doing, Miriam?
She kind of stops right and she looks up and she says, "Oh, I'm trying to do research and figure out if there's a way to, She says, "You remember how, I told you about my brother?"
Yeah, he nods.
She says, tonight, I want to try to contact him."
Is it dangerous?
She nods.
His fucking the father. He'll kind of tap the table softly, looking kind of glum, but not crying like he usually is. Don't do anything too crazy without us, yeah? I want to be around in case something happens.
She nods. She says, "I've been doing a lot of reading on what Arcanads did and sort of the theory around them. And there's nothing in here that says that it's reversible, but there's nothing that says that it isn't. So I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to sort of turn him back. But there's only really ways described to get rid of them."
Oh hey, one day you're gonna be Professor Miriam, Master of Arcanad Research, so...
She smiles at that.
Things only exist when people find them, so... I don't know what that means, but...
Does that mean gravity didn't exist before it was found?
Well, the concept, thank you, Elysia Mental Thoughts. He kind of leans down and puts his arm around her in some sort of one-armed hug. And he's just like, "Me and Yodel are going to the library, so I guess we'll see you later or something."
She returns the hug and she smiles. And then she goes back to doing her writing.
And then I'll kind of head out, just as we get to the door, dramatically turning back. "If anything happens, come get us."
She nods.
And then I look at Yertle somewhat solemnly.
Yertle, like, not smiling because it's probably, like, drenched. Because it was right next to the faucet.
He's even
like a
more
thumbs
wrinkly
up.
than ever.
Irish, are you still just playing Dance or Stomp Revolution?
I mean,
Stomp Crusade.
probably once I've reasonably smashed the scoreboard, so I can forever claim being better till he actually tries and totally destroys me.
Oh shit, this isn't even cleaned up. Oh fuck.
Like, are you doing anything?
Probably waking up.
I woke up.
I go to bed.
Was there anything planned for Leku today? Like,
It's the weekend. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Fair enough. Still gonna try and take a break from all his study then. He's gonna go and try and find Girdle.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Turtle. German still tame.
Alright, so you two walk into the broken door of the library.
How long has it been
I
since
wonder
that
who
shit
did
happened?
that.
A day. That happened yesterday.
Or like
just-
all the killing and shit.
Oh, the killing and that.
The killing shit was a while ago.
Oh god. Shit's
They're
still
just
messed
bits
up.
lacking. Yeah. The door, however, is a fresh thing. What Yodel
This is
will
a fresh
say,
door
oh, who did this? Kind of like,
I wonder.
shut front up, sir. Tackle you.
Shank you, mate.
Julian will kind of walk around, not really looking for books yet, kind of just observing the mess, since like this is the first time he's seen it. Like seeing all the blood and kind of piecing together the horrors that have happened here.
Due to our inaction.
Hey, don't hurt me like this, man.
Are you gonna take like a good solid look around?
Yeah, I kind of like walk around, and it's like he sees a table turned over, and then it's like ghosts of the fight that are happening around him. And the ghost table gets flipped over into its now position, and it's some like, you know, Sherlock Holmes mind shit. With numbers flying around as you deduct what the fuck happened.
Even without any sort of check, you can see that there's like a little hand mirror with the glass shards spilled everywhere. The table is flipped over. One of the legs has blood soaked all along it.
I think we can say it was Piper's fault.
You see that all the blood is like super old and dried up, and it's like sunken into the floorboards and like onto the carpet as like stains.
Oof.
There are still like the suits of armor that have just been like knocked all over the place, and there's like the scorch marks from fire that have sort of singed a bunch of the books and tables and chairs and such.
Jeez. Is the forbidden section still locked, or is that just...
No, that door's open.
Jesus, they haven't even... They do not give a shit anymore.
Julian, you don't know when the door was open, but Yertle, you would guess that they probably haven't sealed up the door to the forbidden section because they don't know that it's open yet.
Those are came in here.
With like the Christmas party, they wouldn't really assume that anyone would try to go into the forbidden section of the library.
That is just bad.
even though isn't that exactly what happened with like Gale and shit? Didn't he go into the forbidden section during the party?
Yeah, Gale and Yertle.
Before the party, Yodel was in there. He didn't even close any of the doors. Kind of was just like, fuck it. Someone else will get the blame somehow.
Blame it on Piper.
That looks
Piper.
back at
Yodel
Yodel.
doesn't know what has.
It's like they really let this place go to shit, didn't they? I'm gonna go bet
Hey, man.
spray you.
And considering they have magic to clean it up,
Yeah.
boy.
The forbidden section is just open. He kind of stops himself mid-sentence, realizing it's not worth arguing among like just us two.
I mean, forbidden section still open might be my fault there.
Kind of looks as if he's holding his breath at that thought. So wouldn't surprise me.
Hey,
I'm gonna go look for some books. I'm gonna go to the forbidden section since it's open.
what kind of books do we need? Still be careful about the carpets.
Well, I mean, with the carpets. Easy not to step on.
Well, someone dealt with the carpets. Wait, no, this spot was a clear spot, wasn't it?
Probably the Mothman that attacked?
No, when I went in here, there was carpets. Not in this spot, but...
Yeah, there were definitely
Yeah.
carpets all along here.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's gonna start rifling through the books, mainly on stuff on, like, heritage and seasons, since it's prior knowledge would make sense too. Maybe make it not winter for a while.
You know that there are a lot of more complex spells that are very much tied to like the time of year that it is, and like the positions of the moon and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there's some ritual casting that can only be cast in certain seasons or in certain times or on certain arcane like ley lines throughout the world.
Damn.
Those would be the best spells to memorize. I'll help with looking for seasons, but I don't know about the heritage shit, because you didn't tell me squat what we're looking for.
Yeah, he kind of just started looking. He does not look overly happy about this.
You know, and you can see that there are books about like changing the weather, but because the seasons and the time is so like arcanely involved, there aren't spells that can change the seasons.
You have to like just rifling through some kind of size. You know, it's this is it, Yodel. It's happening.
What's happening?
The end of this. The Mothman and stuff.
Yeah. Fuck the Mothman.
How do we prepare for something like that?
I mean, if we're lucky, I guess we're lucky and we'll have the stuff by the next time he faces us. If we're unlucky, then I don't even want to know what happens there.
Wizards? We should be able to make our own luck.
We are wizards. Technically, we could make our own luck called spells. But
Lucky spells.
I don't know.
That's a good title of a book.
It is. We should make a book called The Lucky Spells. I'm not good at writing. Please no.
What are you looking for, Yodel?
I don't know. You didn't tell me what to look for, so I guess I'm looking for like weather
I
and.
thought you were looking for your own stuff.
I already did look through my own stuff earlier yesterday.
Oh. That's why the forbidden section door could have been you.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey.
He kind of just like tosses whatever book he has just behind him. He really doesn't... Like, he's showing no remorse for the aesthetics of this place anymore.
Yeah.
He kind of just shrugs and crosses his arms. Let's find out what the fuck I am, Yodel.
Okay. That's probably like heritage and that.
Find a book that lets me cast a spell to detect me.
Detect me?
Fair enough.
I identify myself? Like, what? Fucking magic.
I feel like that's identifying a creature would be harder than items, but I mean, I'm okay with creatures and plants and that.
Don't call me a creature.
Might be able to help.
That's weird.
It's a
I like
person.
how in both fucking Lightfall and Spellbound, where the main task is finding out who the fuck you are.
Hey, I've got to find myself, okay?
Both games! That's the same question.
Yeah, I kind of just look around for books that reference heritage or any spells that help you kind of...
Looking for books to find out about people's lineage and that.
Yeah. Blood spells for the blood god.
Yeah, there are like bloodline spells that like basically let you track like your family tree.
He snickers at the word tree.
Yodel doesn't. He kind of looks a bit more like serious whenever he sees it. Like remembering why he's here, what he's running from, just like shit. Tree.
Tree?
Tree.
One word, two triggers.
One loves, the other one's like shit. Not this shit again.
Yeah, I'll after kind of finding them, I probably just sit down on the table and ponder through it.
Yeah. I'll read any books what he's not reading on that type of stuff.
So Julian, basically, it works that you sort of sort of draw out this sort of ritual circle. You have to do a little bit of blood of the person you're trying to look at and drop it onto the circle, and then it kind of forms out on whatever your surface you're drawing this. Sort of like this lineage of family tree going back a couple years.
He tears out the pages that he needs and stuffs those pages in his pocket.
Alright.
Before placing the book just on the table and standing back up. What are you doing with the blights, Yodel? What can we do to help you with that?
I want to figure out they're plants, but they're also essentially like us to a degree.
Well, you're a turtle and you're like humans, so does it surprise me that plants do the same thing?
I understand my biology, though. I don't understand theirs, and I want to learn their biology.
By reading
I think it
about
would be
it or
biology.
asking them?
Watching them, examining them. Like, not trying to hurt them, letting them do whatever they want, but just observing. Basically befriending them, if possible.
From the hallway, you guys just hear, hello?
Oh, no.
Anyone here?
Is that Lecker?
Yes.
I kind of look at Yodel a bit and just kind of cup my hand around my mouth, like not over, but calling out, just no.
No one's here!
Yeah, we're not here.
Okay.
This place is empty!
Lucky's
Can
gonna
we-
go towards the calling out.
Yeah, we're the ghosts of everyone who died in here the other day. You shouldn't come over. It's bad. I'm gonna head
Bad
to the
trigger.
forbidden section.
Forbidden section.
No, we're ghosts. We're allowed in here.
This is our home now.
Yeah.
Lucky fucking warps in. Seriously, guys? The forbidden section?
It was open.
No.
Huh. This is the first time I've seen this place.
Really? I'm with the club club.
Leaves, though.
Not all crabbies were allowed in here.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I've never really came here.
We've been in here like four
Twice.
times? Twice?
3, 4.
Well,
For me,
you've been
twice.
In here, well, you've been in here 3 times. This is your 3rd time.
Oh yeah, it is my 3rd time.
Yeah. Anyway, we're looking for ways to kill a Mothman.
Looking for ways to kill a Mothman.
Or be more prepared for when it happens. Defense spells. Yeah, we're running out of time, so I thought I'd come in here and try and get all the trump cards I could.
Fair enough. Well, I suppose I could assist.
Yeah, don't worry about getting in trouble. I don't think it will matter.
Well, technically I am allowed to borrow books from this place, so I don't believe I will get in trouble.
I'm pretty sure the library is meant to be closed. Someone broke the door open.
True.
No, I'm saying there probably won't be a library for much longer.
Yeah. Up
Oh. Well, fair enough. Leku does seem a bit distracted as he looks around the books.
So Julian, are you looking for anything else?
He's looking for what he would call the big kahuna.
The big
He's looking for the, like, if all shit goes wrong, cast this, and at no matter the cost, I win.
Leku, go ahead and roll a normal intelligence check.
Normal intelligence? Fair enough. Oh, I'll do. Why do I have fucking advantage on? Piss off.
Don't you have advantage on intelligence shits?
Leku, you've heard from Damien that the forbidden section is only so useful because a lot of the like really forbidden stuff is actually kept up in the headmaster's tower.
Ah.
Who's dead?
Who's been dead for a while. Died the first week of school.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, Julie's kind of just pulling a book off the shelf, reading it, and then just dropping it on the floor.
Just like cascading, just like all these books all over the place.
Like who puts his like finger to his mouth and starts like biting down on his finger, thinking something over.
Like, are you looking in Julian's direction, or...?
No, like who's looking down at the floor and just thinking like really hard on something, and he looks up at the girl and says, "You guys are my friends, right?"
Yep.
Well,
Julian's like looking over at you, but he's still pulling books out and like holding the cover towards his head and dropping them.
Just not even reading them. One of them says how to kill the Mothman in really big Comic Sans. You just drop it to the ground.
And it like clips through the floor, so you can't grab it.
Yeah, it just seeps down into the wood and disappears forever.
I might know a place where we could find more, well, forbidden than this place. I don't know if it will prove any more beneficial, but it would be more hidden away, I suppose.